Hey everyone, so it is late at night and I am not, not camera ready or even presenting myself in public ready, because you guys know I'll like go out without makeup, but I mean my hair is greasy and yeah, my face is greasy. I kind of just been in my house all day, and so I'm not camera ready or prepared to do a video because it's late at night. It is about probably about 10 o'clock now, and I lay in bed and I check my emails, and I was watching Dr. Phil, and this is from a couple weeks ago. But I save them on my DVR for nighttime, and I just put one on kind of as background noise, and so I just got about halfway through watching it, and he's talking about cyberbullying and internet trolls, and you know, Dr. Phil is someone that I admire. I have issues with TV hosts a lot of times because, they're just fed lines and they just have to get through the show and they don't really seem to care that often. Dr. Phil, I think, is a little bit of an exception where he seems to maybe take more of an interest or has more of a personal connection with the topics that he talks about. And he's talking about cyberbullying today and internet trolling and how he tests it, and how, that's just, alright, well, there we go. Okay, there we go. How he detests it and how, he was saying some really powerful words. If the episode's online on his website or something, I'll try and find it for you. But he said some powerful words about internet trolls, how they are anonymous scum of the internet. They are these creeps who just drop all this information to torment their target. Those were his words. Kind of quoting it. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, I didn't really want to edit this, but yeah, so anyways, I got just really caught up and emotional because I've been wanting to do a video like this for a while, but I don't know, I think a video like this you have to have, it takes a lot out of you, it takes a lot of emotion, it takes a lot of like realness, I guess, and authenticity, I guess, because whenever I, try and sit down and film a video and I have my makeup and hair all done and perfect, it just doesn't, I don't have the passion to make it because I'm not feeling it, and I don't want to like have to feel it because I do try and block out my personal internet trolling and then other people's internet trollings, and I get emails and tweets and messages all the time about this, and I just thought I should do a video. And first of all, if you're getting cyberbullied, because he's at the opening of the show, he talks about these young girls like 14 to 17 just taking their own lives because of cyberbullying, and it really sucks because you guys know I deal with mine, and I put myself out on the internet, and so like in a way I do expect to get it, but some of these girls are just like living their lives at school, and so if you guys are getting cyberbullied, I couldn't even imagine when you're just trying to live your life getting cyberbullied. I couldn't imagine that, and I'm so sorry for that. But as Dr. Phil said, and I feel like this is an important episode all teens should watch, like, they're anonymous people, just miserable people. Like, you have to be miserable to want to torment people you know, people you don't know, just to torment people relentlessly. And you guys, there was a girl on Twitter, I still don't know who she is, but an FYI, if someone is cyberbullying you to the point of you just can't take it anymore, well, one, tell someone, but two, authorities can get involved and track IP addresses so easily. It's what people do in different divisions of your local law enforcement. I mean, people do this for the living. It's really easy to track IP addresses. The authorities have all that just at the tip of their fingertips, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I've had to have that happen a couple times because some people are just relentless, and the fact that they're anonymous makes them cowards, but also makes them threatening because you don't know who it is, and that makes it all the more scary, and it puts you on edge, and I get it. And when you're young and you're not asking for this kind of attention by putting yourself out there, even if you are putting yourself out there on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, whatever it is, nobody deserves this, trying to think here how to choose these words, but I, for one, a lot of people call me an internet troll, but I'm not really. When I used to do trolling videos where I would say stuff to get a rise out of people, one, I don't stand by that anymore. I don't condone doing that anymore. I don't feel good doing that anymore. I think that is definitely a form of bullying, and I don't really stand behind it, and it's difficult when you do funny videos or you try to be funny, sometimes insulting people comes out funny, and that's, I guess, one thing, and I guess that is a form of bullying, but, I think comedians in general don't do anything relentlessly to viciously hurt someone. There's usually that comedy factor behind it, but I don't really know where that was going. More so just, I'm not anonymous about it. And I'm not relentless. I don't go in and trying to attack people and ruin people's lives. And I think that's what this internet trolling and cyberbullying is. When you dig for information that people don't put out themselves, and you try and destroy a person's life and ruin their lives. A lot of these teen girl issues were, someone took a picture of a girl passed out at a party naked and put it out on the internet, and they're talking about Amanda Todd, and I don't understand it. It makes me actually upset, and it makes me really sad, because it's something that is so easily avoided. People's lives could be saved, and it makes me, I don't know, it just makes me actually really sad. It just makes me really sad, because with everything going on in this world, and there are some things we can't control. I mean, we can't control a lot of things, but this is something that can be controlled and can be avoided. Just people being mean to other people, other humans, and a lot of times young girls, innocent girls that are not hurting anyone. I don't get it. And so I wanted to make this video, and I think websites, should be shut down. The ones that are just posting cruel stuff to be cruel, like the dirty, Google Gossip, or I think some of those sites just take things way too far, and even if it's not taken too far, digging up people's personal information and personal lives and finding photos that those people don't put out themselves, trying to incriminate them, emailing employers, just being vicious and bringing up pictures and mocking people if there's not a great picture of someone online. It does hurt, and I'm going to speak from personal experience again, but I don't understand trying to just bring someone down, just dedicating so much of your life trying to bring someone down. I don't understand it. But what I do understand is the depression it does cause. And I've said this before, I'm a 26-year-old woman that has gone through regular bullying in high school, and I feel stronger because of it. But having said that, the hate online gets to me sometimes, and I'm strong, and I put myself out there, and I get it. And I couldn't imagine being 14 and getting this amount of hate. It's just 15, 16, 17. It hurts my heart to think that other people have to read these things about themselves. And so, I really think there needs to be something done with outside sites like that. Now with social media, you can block and you can report. I encourage you to block and report people that are harassing you or making you feel threatened. Even on Twitter, if someone's, there was same person that made 2 accounts on Twitter because Twitter kept disabling them because they were harassing. Every tweet was to me and to people I was tweeting, saying, calling me a dwarf, calling me a whale. I don't think being called, a lot of people like to make fun of me because they say I have dwarf features or I look like I'm Downs, and I don't even know why that's an insult. I feel it almost makes me feel more bad for them that they're saying that as a derogatory to put me down sort of thing. As if dwarfism or being born with Downs is something people should be made fun of, because even if I did have it, I don't get the point of that's as if that's something negative. But at the point of this video, and it's getting all over the place, and I do apologize for that, because I really wanted this to be a clear message for those that are getting cyberbullied. It's not worth your time. It's definitely not worth your life. what other people think of you in these comments. And I know when it's relentless and it feels like they're just not giving you a break, and you feel like it'll never end, you know, trolls and people online that are trying to make your life terrible, it will end eventually, and it will get better eventually. Whether you take steps to do it or something else is going to happen in their already miserable lives that's going to take them away from whatever it is. And you just got to be strong enough to get through it. But you don't have to get through it alone. Tell somebody. If you're getting cyberbullied, tell someone. Tell an adult. Tell a friend. Report it to the social media site. Report it to your authorities if you feel threatened, if you feel scared, if someone just won't stop. I mean, that's stalker behavior, and there's departments that take care of this specifically. You don't need that in your life. And you know, and it can be overwhelming, like where to start, how to stop all this. And the first thing I advise is stop reading your comments. And if you can, stop the social media thing. Shut it down, you know. Don't go on your Facebook. Block it if you have to. Delete it if you have to. But your mental health and your stability is more important. And if someone's bringing you down, and I'm just going to shut this off because I was just going to keep doing that, isn't it? Oh, no, there, it's shutting off. Okay, I don't know what's happening. But, it's not worth your life, your time even. But, gosh, it just makes me feel so bad. And I guess it's just a plea now. And I pled before with people, and I'm not just saying me, but just in general, if you're watching this, you know, I know what depression feels like, and I know sometimes when you're really, I've hated myself before my life. I've hated my life. I hated the way I looked at my life, and I felt at times that it was easier to bring other people down during those times. So I know what it's like to be the bullied and the bully, to say stuff to hurt other people in your time of weakness and depression, but you're not helping your cause by bringing other people down. There's a certain energy you're putting out there when you're saying negative things about other people. It's just not going to help your situation at all. And I read these sites and I read these comments of trolls that'll say, oh, I'm perfectly happy with my life. I'm skinny and pretty, and it only takes me 2 minutes to write a comment. You know, that's not true. I mean, that's complete bullshit whenever you see that. People who take time to just relentlessly attack people have issues. They just have issues. And we all have issues, but those are deep-rooted issues that have nothing to do with you. And the fact that most of the time they're anonymous will show what cowards they truly are. If you have something to say to someone, you say it to their face, you know what I mean? But I feel so... I'm just watching this and I just feel so helpless. And I don't know. I don't know what the solution is. Other than stop. Just stop the bullying. Oh my God, like, there's just so many other things in this world that we, as human beings, have to deal with. And this is just petty stuff. And some of these are grown-ass adults cyberbullying these kids. Just stop. And if your kid's cyberbullying other kids, just stop. Like, it's just bad for everyone. And yes, it's bad for the person you're targeting, but it's going to be 10 times worse for you, I guarantee. And when you spew negativity, it just all comes back to you. So just stop. You guys, cyberbullying sucks. It sucks for everyone involved. It sucks for the people who are bullying because they're depressed and they're digging themselves into a more negative, darker hole. It sucks for the people being bullied because you have no idea what that person's going through. Even me, that puts a lot of my life on the internet. You don't really know what I'm going through. Even if I share everything with you, if I share 99% with you, there might be a 1% that I can't share with you, and you don't know. You don't know someone else's story, there's a really popular meme that goes around that says, like, you know, the girl you called fat, she's been starving herself for weeks. The boy you called dirty for not taking a bath, like his father lost his job and can't pay the water bill. You know, like, there's all these different memes about you just don't know what other people are going through. And I just wish people would be nicer to each other. I'm not by any means a perfect, nice person. I will say jokes for humor for my videos, and just, you know, and I'm trying to stop, you know, and it's I think it's normal to take jabs at people. I take jabs at myself. You know, I make videos. It's very, you know, I do expect it, you know, to a certain degree, and SNL and all those shows that parody celebrities, I get that. But people who are just living their lives, college students just posting Instagram, high school students just having fun on Twitter, it's like Facebook. Like, jeez, like, what is this world coming to? I just don't understand. And my heart truly feels for you guys if you're being cyberbullied, and I get messages like this all the time from people, just regular people just trying to live their lives, and I wish I had an answer. I wish I had a solution. And it just needs to stop. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else to say, but just maybe, I don't know. But it can start with you. I feel like we can all make a change and make a difference if we just try and be nicer. And me too, me included. Like I said, I've made some, oh gosh, it's off. Turn it off. I thought it would be cool to have like a background, and then go off. Oh, you know what? I'm using the wrong remote. Okay, Trishta. You guys, it is getting late, so I should probably wrap this video up, and it's probably been all over the place, and I'm sorry if it didn't really help or speak to anyone. I'm not always eloquent, I'm not always articulate with what I want to say, and I felt like I had so much more to say and so much emotion, but honestly, I'm just exhausted. Because, I don't even know, I mean, I don't really like to talk about it or put attention onto it, because sometimes when you put attention onto the trolls, the scum of the internet, you know, they like that. As they say, don't feed the trolls. But you know, it was this past month in particular, it's been really getting to me. Because people have been calling me fat for so long. Fat, dwarf, all these things, and it was in downs and stuff about my family they would attack, and it, you know, they've been saying it for so long, and then I think you read it and you start to, I don't know if you start to believe it, but it just gets you in this spiral, this downward spiral, and it, not gonna lie, it's made me really depressed, and because of it, I kind of let myself go, because I think, okay, well, there is no hope for me, because that's what I've been saying, like, there's no hope for her, and like, I just, like I said, I just can't imagine having all this at a even younger age, you know, because even, God, and I, you know, when I look back at pictures of when I was 15, and, you know, I post them sometimes on Instagram and Twitter, me and my little, like, cheerleading outfit, I just remember getting called fat so much as a kid. At that age, I guess, as a teenager at 15, at these ages that girls are killing themselves. And I remember getting called fat by, you know, my classmates, and it just hurt so bad. And I would cry at night, and I would just be like, why me? Like, why? You know, I didn't think about their problems. I was thinking just, it had to be me. It had to be me being, and I would say to God, you make me fat? Why did you make me ugly? Because that's what people called me, and you just start to believe it. And I had to hold it in, and I didn't really tell anyone. And that was the worst thing. I really wish I would have told somebody, because I had to deal with it on my own. And you don't have to deal with it on your own, you know. because chances are you know someone who's gone through it. Chances are you know an adult who has gone through it, and they can help you through it, and they can be there for you. But I look back at 15-year-old me, and I think, oh my God, I was beautiful, and it was, God, I was like probably like 130, like so skinny, like so thin for what I am now. And even as a kid, I mean, it's normal. It was like a normal size. I just, it's, people just wanted to be cruel to me for some reason. And you don't know that reason, you don't know. Sometimes you're just the target. Sometimes it's jealousy. Sometimes it's because you may have something they want, whether it's materialistic or smarts or talent, and you don't know what the reason is that they target you. And I guess at the end of the day, this internet, this social media thing is bringing on this whole new bout of cyberbullying to an extreme level where people you don't know can hurt you like this. And I couldn't imagine having the world literally be on me at 15. Because, gosh, if I had to read the stuff I read now about me at 15 years old, I just don't even want to think about that. Just so sad. My throat actually kind of hurts. Because as much as I can sit here and say, don't let their words affect you. Be strong, be stronger, and those are great words. At the end of the day, words do hurt. They just do, and the only way is for people to stop saying it. But are people going to ever stop being mean and be bullies? Probably not. But when is enough? Like, when is it going to start dwindling? I just feel like we're going to have to start seeing that decline eventually of people being mean. And maybe just enough people talking about it. And cyberbullying and all these girls' death, maybe they don't have to be in vain. Maybe people will see the consequences. We'll see the world just getting worse, and then eventually we're going to have to make a difference. And you know what I do have hope for? I do have hope for this future generation, the ones being bullied and cyberbullied right now. I think you guys are being smart, are being hip to it, because you're seeing the effects it has on your friends and other people in this world. And I think you're seeing that you can make a change and you can make a difference, and you can. The age range now, the 14 to 17-year-olds, if you can just start being nicer to each other, as old folk, we're going to just either die off or, go get jobs in the real world where we won't have time to just be sitting on the computer bullying people. But the 14 to 17-year-olds, you guys are you're going to set this bar for ending this cyberbullying and bullying in real school. If you know someone who's getting cyberbullied, or you know someone who's cyberbullying someone else, you can stand up and say, stop it. Just don't be their friend. Just, stick up. Don't get into fights on social media, but, stick up for your friends. Report people. And just say, hey, it's not cool. Maybe they'll retaliate back against you, but if enough people stick up for someone and say, hey, that's not cool, and don't encourage that cyberbully, eventually, what is he going to do? Go attack everybody on your comments? No. Eventually that bully's going to just get tired of it. Like I said, I'm just going to reiterate, if you are getting cyberbullied, tell someone, please, and report to social media, to authorities. It's a thing that everyone's cracking down on. It's a major thing. Don't think it's too little, too minor, too self-indulgent of you to tell someone, because, you could not only benefit yourself, but you could benefit other people and have them stop from being cyberbullied. And, gosh, you guys, I feel it. I feel your pain. I feel your struggle. I've known it my entire life. And I still get it to this day. Having said that, when you get older, you learn to let things roll off your back a little more. I'm just in a very strange place in my personal life that these things are affecting me more so than they usually do. But I've gone through this before. I've gone through this kind of stage before, and I know always what I need to do to get out of it, which is keeping myself busy with projects and work, which is what I'm doing. And just moving on and upward. And I'm finally healing and getting better because I had to take my own advice, and I said it for so long. I just had to stop reading comments and stop reading certain sites. I kept saying it, and then, honestly, I got to this very low point where when I go on to go click on something or read a comment, I stopped because I just knew the pain I felt, the daggers. And I was working on steps to bettering myself, so I said, no, you're not going to go backwards, because I've been on this now for 10 days, this journey of self-healing again, to heal myself back up to where I was. And I'm not going to let, as Dr. Phil puts it, the scum of the internet, anonymous cowards, internet trolls, bring down and erase all this hard work I've done on myself. I can't, and I don't want them to do that to you either. So if you've been damaged and you've been hurt by these people, by these internet trolls, stop reading it right now. Only post what makes you feel good. Only go on the internet to people's pages that makes you feel good. You have to work on yourself. And if you can help it at all, just don't even go on it. And live your life, better yourself. And when you're doing that, and you're showing that they don't affect you, because I've been showing too much that other people's words are affecting me, and that's what they thrive on, that's what they love. Once you start bettering yourself and moving forward and just living your life, just continue to live your life, because that's going to be your biggest strength and the greatest revenge on those people. Because taking your own life, they win. Taking, hurting yourself, self-harm, self-sabotage, which is me. I do that a lot, where if I feel pressure in something, I gain weight, I eat a lot because I like to self-sabotage the way I feel, my energy. I'm like, I need to be more sluggish, I need to be more depressed, I need to be weighed down more. That's my personal thing. I mean, everyone has their own self-sabotage, but don't let others win, because this is your life, and you are meant to live an extraordinary life, and you're very special. And God, this girl is such a god. It makes me so sad. I honestly am probably gonna have. Oh my god, my nose is like running. Sorry. I'm honestly gonna have nightmares now about those girls and their families, because God, they were so pretty, so beautiful. It's just, oh God, if only it makes me so angry. It makes me so angry that there are people that are just so mean. How long is this? Oh my gosh, I am literally just on this thing. I'm sorry, guys. I just needed to vent about it. Just stop the cyberbullying. Stop it. And if you're doing it, stop. If you know someone doing it, stop them. If you're the one getting cyberbullied, just stop reading it. Stop feeding into it. I'm gonna go to bed, and I love you guys. And if you feel like there's no one to talk to, I am here. I don't love reading YouTube comments because they can be very cruel. But I do check my Twitter quite often, because there's quite a love on there. And because I say that, that's where that one troll kept making Twitter accounts. But the great thing about Twitter is you can block, and if they keep making accounts, you can suspend them. And then if they keep making accounts, you can contact authorities to trace their IP, know who it is, and they cannot make an account anymore to hurt you. I digress, but Twitter is usually full of love, and I really like it, so feel free to tweet me, send me a message on Facebook. and I will try and respond to as much as I can. And please don't take it personally if I can't respond right away or the quickest. But I do care, and I do try and read as much as I can, and I pray for you guys. And I say this on Twitter all the time, but I'm going to say it to you guys. I pray for your happiness and your prosperity and your health and goodwill in this world. You guys have given me a life. I've said this numerous times too, but you guys have given me a life that I could never have dreamed of for myself. You've given me a confidence that I couldn't build on my own. And you've given me happiness that I can never repay. The amount of love from people that I don't know personally, but I feel in my heart we connect somehow. You guys have blessed me in so many ways, and I thank you for giving me happiness and giving me a life dream come true. I'm truly fulfilled because of you guys, because I'm a creative person and I love to entertain, and that this gets to be my life. I thank you for that. And I pray, I swear to goodness, every night I pray that you guys will find your same dreams fulfilled and the same happiness that you have granted me, and the same confidence in yourself, in your mind, in your body, and your ability on what you can do. Because you can do anything, and you guys have showed me that I can do anything, and hopefully in turn I can inspire you to show that because I can do anything, you can do anything you want. And that is the truth, and just as long as you don't let the bullies win. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching from the bottom of my heart, and I just really love you guys. And know that if you feel like no one loves you, know that I love you, because there's a connection. You watch me for a reason. We're in each other's lives for a reason. And so hold on to that connection and love and light. I'm not super talented or special in any sort of way, other than I'm here to give you guys motivation, hope, and love. And yeah, okay, I'm gonna go. I love you guys so much, and I hope you have a good night, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And be nice to each other.